Well, we have new developments tonight on a plan to bring 120 low-income apartments and senior cottages to Pine Bluff. This project would sit near 3 neighborhoods, and some people who live there have made it clear they don't want it. Channel 7's Tyree White spoke with the developers of this project. He joins us now live in our studio with more. Tyree.
Yeah, Chris, people living in Rosswood Colony, Deerfield, and Foxborough Estates say they had no idea about this project. They even held a town hall to voice their concerns. The land was already zoned for multifamily use, so developers didn't need city approval or have to notify neighbors. So we're asking, if most residents are against it, what can be done to stop it? Pine Bluff Housing Partners, a team between Newcap Investment Partners out of Little Rock and PK Companies out of Michigan, wants to build 120 apartments and cottages for low-income families and seniors. The problem is they're trying to build next to neighborhoods that don't want them there.
But we're fighting. We're trying to get it, where we can get something done because we're not going to give up.
We spoke to Tracy Randall, who lives in Rosswood Colony, last week. She shares the same concerns as many others. She fears low-income housing could cause lower property values, more traffic, and crime in her neighborhood.
We certainly understand the residents' perspective, especially the surprise of the nature. That wasn't our intention. And want to say that we hear them.
The project would sit on West 73rd Avenue next to Friendship Aspire Academy's Southeast Campus. Chris Potterpin with PK Companies says they moved the site from Ohio Street after finding out it was in a floodplain. They had to relocate quickly to keep their state funding.
And of course, we had a very limited time frame, so finding sites that were zoned appropriately and were basically development ready was also a must.
The land was privately owned and already zoned for multifamily use, so no prior notice was needed for neighbors. But Potterpin couldn't say why they didn't tell residents their plans sooner. It just came to you guys just did not do it, or you just didn't get around to it, or?
I believe at that time we thought we were doing what we needed to do and what was appropriate to do to find this new site. Clearly, in retrospect, it would have been a better idea to involve the neighborhood.
What keeps you guys from going forward with this?
I mean, from our perspective, we've done everything by the book, and we've done everything that we can to do this the right way.
To sum up what Potterpin said, this project is happening, and the only thing they're waiting on are wastewater permits from the city. We asked Pine Bluff Mayor Vivian Flowers last week if those permits were holding up construction.
I wouldn't say that anything is holding anything up. I mean, right now, that is what the developers are focused on in their process. And right now, I think that the residents are focused on finding out what's going on and making sure that what they want to see happen happens. And my job is to bridge those communications and make sure we operate in the best interest of the city.
Flowers says wastewater permits aren't holding anything up, but developers say that's all they're waiting on. On your side, I'm Tyree White.
Okay, Tyree, thank you very much. Last week, Mayor Flowers said that she plans to bring both sides together to discuss the development. We, of course, will keep you updated on what happens next.